Pakistan tells the world that it is fighting terrorism. It says it is itself a victim of terror. It says it has cracked down on extremist groups. But then comes along this video that raises some very uncomfortable questions. A former Pakistani minister is seen sharing a stage with senior Lashkar-e-Taiba figures, publicly declaring his loyalty to Hafiz Saeed, the UN-designated terrorist and mastermind of the 26/11 Mumbai attacks. He then goes on to issue a chilling threat against India also. The man is Sheikh Rasheed Ahmed. The bigger story is also what this says about the space terrorists continue to occupy inside Pakistan's political mainstream. So the next time Pakistan tells the world it is serious about fighting terror, someone truly needs to ask them, who the hell are you trying to fool? First, an important caveat. The video is undated and is being widely circulated on social media. But if the footage is genuine, the optics are extraordinary. Rasheed is seen alongside Khalid Masood Sandhu, described as a senior Lashkar-e-Taiba figure who heads the Pakistan Markazi Muslim League, and Qari Mahmood Yaqub Sheikh, associated with Lashkar Central Advisory Structure. And Rasheed does not merely share the stage. He takes the microphone and declares his allegiance to Hafiz Saeed.
मैं तो सिर्फ एक ही बात हाफिज सईद साहब का मैं गुलाम हूँ। मैं हाफिज सईद साहब की वजह से सारी मेरे टेलीफोन में से हाफिज सईद साहब का नंबर निकल आया अमेरिका में, और उन्होंने मुझे अमेरिका से निकाल दिया कि हाफिज सईद का नंबर इस बंदे के फोन में से निकला है। और आप मुजाहिद लोग हैं, अजीम लोग हैं, आपने अपनी जिंदगियां वक्फ की हैं इस पाकिस्तान के लिए, और हम भी इंशाअल्लाह ताला हाफिज सईद साहब के साथ हैं।
He goes further, claiming that the United States once expelled him after Hafiz Saeed's phone number was found on his phone. And he describes the people around him as mujahideen who sacrificed themselves for Pakistan. And then came the India threat.
कभी भी हिंदुस्तान मौका जाया नहीं करेगा, और जब भी हिंदुस्तान पाकिस्तान को देखता है तो उसके अंदर पाकिस्तान पर जो कुछ उसका रोल है उससे वो रोल अदा करने की नाकाम कोशिश करता है। इंशाअल्लाह ताला नेस्तो नाबूद कर देंगे अगर हिंदुस्तान ने पाकिस्तान की तरफ देखा। ना चिड़िया चहकेंगी हिंदुस्तान में, ना बिरला जी के मंदिर में घंटियां बजेगी, और ना ही हिंदुस्तान में कोई ऐसा काम हो सकेगा जो पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ जाए। हम पाकिस्तान के साथ हैं।
It is crude rhetoric, but this is not some anonymous social media account. Sheikh Rasheed has spent decades in Pakistani politics. He has served as a federal minister and was Pakistan's interior minister under the former Prime Minister Imran Khan. So when a former interior minister publicly praises the leader of a globally designated terrorist organization, the question is obvious. How deep does the overlap between Pakistan's political establishment and extremist networks really run? To understand why this matters, look at the man Rasheed is praising, Hafiz Saeed, founder of Lashkar-e-Taiba, an organization designated as a terrorist group by several countries and international bodies. Delhi has long accused Hafiz Saeed and Lashkar of orchestrating attacks against India, most notoriously the 26/11 Mumbai attacks, in which 166 people were killed. Saeed has also been named by Indian agencies in connection with the Pahalgam terror case. The United States placed a $10 million reward on information leading to his conviction. Now, Pakistan repeatedly tells the international community that it has acted against terror, fixed extremist organizations, made taken action against terror financing. But videos like this keep raising a very different question. What happens when politicians themselves help normalize these terror orchestrators? A terror organization does not survive only through weapons, money, and training. It also survives through legitimacy. When politicians appear alongside extremist leaders, praise them, defend them, or invoke them as national heroes, the boundary between the political mainstream and the extremist fringe begins to disappear. And this is not the first time questions have been raised about the public visibility of Lashkar-linked figures in Pakistan. Recently, images and reports also emerged showing Talha Saeed, who's Hafiz Saeed's son, attending an event in Islamabad alongside other individuals identified as Lashkar-linked figures. There is another layer to the story. Sheikh Rasheed himself has faced terrorism-related legal proceedings in Pakistan under the country's Anti-Terrorism Act. So the irony is striking. A politician who has faced the scrutiny of Pakistan's own anti-terror system, however flawed, is now seen in a setting where Lashkar-linked figures are present and where Hafiz Saeed is publicly celebrated. For India, none of this is particularly new. New Delhi has for years accused Pakistan of allowing anti-India terror groups to operate from its soil and of providing them varying degrees of political or social protection. Islamabad rejects these allegations, but every time footage like this surfaces, it creates another credibility problem for Pakistan. The threat in this video may eventually be dismissed as political rhetoric, but the optics are much harder to dismiss. If a former interior minister can publicly call himself a follower, a slave, a servant of Hafiz Saeed, what does that tell us about how far extremist influence extends into Pakistan's political mainstream? You're watching Times Access. I am Aditi Prasad. Stay tuned, and if you like this explainer, click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss a Times Access update.
A nuclear weapon.
The old rules are breaking. Alliances are shifting.
Apologize again to the victims of the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
Wars are redrawing maps. Oil routes can shake economies overnight. One election in America can impact markets in Mumbai.
No tax on tips.
One move by China can alter the balance in Asia. One conflict in West Asia can hit every Indian household. This is no longer a distant story. This is our story. Your story. Because for the first time in decades, India is not watching from the sidelines. India is rising. India is negotiating. India is balancing rivals. India is building military strength. India is shaping trade routes. India is becoming central to the new global order. And yet, most global news is still told through someone else's lens. Washington's lens, Beijing's lens, London's lens. But where is India's lens? Where is the platform that explains the world from our perspective? Welcome to India's Axis, a new destination for geopolitics, strategy and power seen through India's eyes. From Neighborhood Watch to the biggest global stories that matter to you. Why tensions in the Taiwan Strait matter to India. How one move by China can affect India's security. What turmoil in Pakistan means for regional stability. How Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bhutan shape India's neighborhood. Why oil choke points can hit your wallet. How wars abroad can reshape India's security. This is not noise. This is not shouting. This is not recycled headlines. This is sharp, intelligent storytelling. Daily explainers, war room analysis, strategic conversations. Because news is everywhere, but perspective is rare. And in the age of confusion, clarity is power. Axis is for the audience that wants more than headlines. The axis of global power is shifting. India is at the center of that shift. It's time the world was explained accordingly. to understand the world through India's strategic lens. Subscribe now.